drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
180! Come on. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Mike Pennell with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. He's got his man here. It's Green. A good pickup there at 22.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
He's coming. Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Play action. Now Trubisky. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
General West.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award on this very field, Von Miller. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Dancing to his left. And this one complete to Reed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there.
On the ready. 51. Echo. 51 Mike.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. He'll find his receiver. It's Cody Core. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
36.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
I'm going back to you. Come on now.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Check tight end. Check tight.
Brissett on 1st down. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky has got his man. It's Andrews. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third down, here's McCaffrey. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing. Brissett. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lock in, lock in.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons leading tackler in 2018.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Dorsett. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. On first down, right back to Lindsey. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The throw complete to Dorsett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
First down, Steelers.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6. at the Niners' 25-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And his throw is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Brissett. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Well, we still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Watch the screen.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Niner first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. On second down, it's Ware. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Brissett to throw on first. The throw caught by Core. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another run by Lindsey. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trubisky picked by his former teammate Adrian Amos. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? Well, they have nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Trubisky in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside Charles Davis. Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
The Rams are now on the clock. 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 The Rams are now on the clock.
Start your week by installing your game plan. This is the player card. Here you can see your player's strengths and weaknesses. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. This is the development trait. This is the ability. This player has a zone ability. This is a power. This player's development trait is hidden. Put this player in. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan. Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select to scout this player and unlock his best skill. Use this. Each skill unlock will cost you scouting points. Unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a... You just found a diamond in the rough. Other teams will undervalue... Start your week by installing your game plan. 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 This is the last opportunity to re-sign your players or they'll become free agents. These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign. All combine stats, such as the 40-yard dash, are now available in scouting. Each player has a combine grade. Now, this score represents combine performance, tells you how players' speed. Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft whenever you're ready.
The Rams are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock.
Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Ready? 18 Gator. Coming this way, coming this way.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard.
Good work, D. That's how we ball.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 84 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get to play action and throw the ball deep later on.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
60 Pittsburgh. Let's go, D.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
On 2nd down now, Pollard, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
On the set.
On 3rd down, Eason. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
On the ball. On the ball. Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They're running the jet sweep with Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, Pollard. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down. Eason, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Here's Matthew McCrane now for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st down, Eason, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Back to throw. Eason, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Eason. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
Ready? 15, line it. 15 line. Here we go. Let's get it.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The throw right sideline here is complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The Rams on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Eason. He's going to rifle one. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now, Pollard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Eason complete to Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Fields. And my goodness, this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. So we are in the 2nd quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Pollard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Off the play fake, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They give him a gain of 38.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. Now Pollard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the 2nd half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a...
Go! Let's go! Come on, set! 50, plant! 55! They're going to need some therapy after this. Snap!
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, run for Pollard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
61, matchbox, white.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, he's going to rifle, and this is caught at the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
I'm coming for
On 1st and 10. Eason. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Eason. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 1st down, Pollard. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, team.
From the gun, Eason. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll run with Pollard, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
30 base. Pilot, 64. Hey, back up. Shoot.
Off play action. Eason. And he finds a man on a crossing route. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eason. Jones has it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards, the final tally. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now here's Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with... And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Throwing on 1st down. Eason. Escaping the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On second down, Pollard. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Flush to his right, and that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. No luck for the Rams as So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Pollard. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Protein spell 70 Indy. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. To throw on second down. Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack. To throw on 3rd down. Eason. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will... Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down now, Pollard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter what. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
18 Gator. General West.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Protect yourself, man.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. Looking to throw. Eason. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Back to throw. Eason. There goes a deep ball. End zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on...
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
This is taken at the 23. "12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a give here to Pollard. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Matt Longacre, the one to bring him down. On second down now, Pollard trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. From the gun on third down, Eason got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
70, Indy.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
15, line it. 15
On 2nd down, Pollard. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go, King.
On 3rd down, Eason eluding the pressure right. This complete to Jones. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
64, weak. Yeah.
On first down, Pollard down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down now, Pollard, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still done. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams that just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Throwing again on second down. Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Go now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Pollard. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On second down, Pollard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. The hitch route works. It's something you see quite a bit on 3rd and 4th down in these situations, and they got it to go for.
And what you're counting on is a couple of things. One, you want the guy catching that route to make people miss.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And Sanders has got it complete. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone out.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. The 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Watson on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Pollard gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
No, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Looking to throw. Eason.
Well, we used to see
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Sanders. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term
It got his man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Back to throw. Eason for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And we will skip the highlight show this week, get right back to this Week 3 matchup. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Right back to him on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On the double. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 52. Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Boulder. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Pollard. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise, because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped. And they got it done on that play.
They run it with Jacobs. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now they try the right side here. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On 3rd down, Pollard. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To try again after the sack. Watson, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing one deep for Curse. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again is Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, well, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another? And especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball.
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the 1st quarter.
They were gone in the 1st quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop it.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. That if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
On 2nd and a yard, Watson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Watson. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Watson throwing again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. It's caught by Sanders.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? Right. It really doesn't. If they had to go and try and make something happen, if they had any chance of winning this game.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff looking right. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get your reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Left side here to Sanders. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So remember now, they've had some problems with Assad here that have dogged visiting kickers in the first few years of Levi Stadium. Well, really any kicker for that matter. Not sure if that had any effect there, Charles, but that was not the greatest of kicks.
And no, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary on that one. The field looks to be in great shape. He just kind of botched it.
Yeah, I agree.
I got you.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now,
so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
15 line. 15 line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tony Pollard. Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
First down, Los Angeles.
2.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now they try the right side here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. On 2nd down now, Pollard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw. 6-6.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. And to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Pollard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
17 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. On second down, Pollard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Pollard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. On third down, Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Pollard. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got them another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run with Pollard. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here comes the Rams punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. 21 yards. Well done on the return. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
50 seconds to Mike. General West.
On first down, Pollard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of